This is Isabel from the Cognito Forms team. In this video, I'll show you how to manage inventory when selling items through an order form. I'll show you how to set different quantity limits for each product and how to automatically update inventory levels as items are sold. In this case, you'll need two separate forms. The first is your order form, and the second is an inventory form, which stores information on the items you sell. If you're already using an order form and you're struggling to effectively manage your product inventory, I highly recommend copying my templates to your organization and then importing your own data. But if you'd like to use your own custom forms, you can still continue watching and learn how to effectively manage quantity limits. To take advantage of these templates, you can find them linked in the YouTube description. Once you open the link and find the order form with connected inventory, click the orange Use this template button. When you click Save, you'll be taken to the order form. If you visit the public link at this time, you'll see that the order form is unavailable, and there's a message stating that all products are sold out. This is happening because there aren't any product details entered on the inventory form. To fix this, go to the inventory form and enter your product details. This particular inventory form collects the name of the item, its price, how much available quantity there is, and the maximum amount a customer can purchase at one time. You can add more fields here based on your use case, but do not delete any of these required fields. They're used in some critical calculations on the order form, which we'll look at later. For the sake of time, I've already added some data here, but I'll add one more item so you can see how it works. For this example, I'll add an apple pie priced at $10. Let's say I made 10 fresh apple pies this morning, and I'm going to allow customers to buy all 10 apple pies at once if they want. Now, if we go back to the order form's public link, you'll see that the product inventory is showing up, and the customer can see exactly how many they're permitted to buy. If I submit an order for all 10 apple pies, your inventory will update automatically, taking the total number of available pies to 0. And if we refresh the order form, you'll notice the apple pie no longer shows up as an option because there aren't any left in the inventory. One very important thing to know about inventory and quantity limits is that deleting entries will add back the inventory that was previously subtracted. So as a general practice, I recommend that you do not delete any entries from your order form unless you are absolutely certain that the items entered were not actually fulfilled. But if you ever get into a situation where your product inventory details are accurate, you can always go back to your inventory form and update the details there. And you can always check the activity log for an entry to see what changes were made and when. Now that you've seen how the order form functions, let's take a quick look at the build page to see how it's set up. The order form is linked to the inventory form using a lookup field. If you scroll down in the lookup field settings, you'll see that the limit quantity option is selected. Below that, there's a drop-down menu labeled Quantity Available. Here you'll select the field from the inventory form that tracks how many items are in stock. It's important to note that the limit quantity setting works in tandem with the specify quantity setting. Specify quantity refers to how many units the customer is ordering, which is this field right here. You'll need to use both of these settings to automatically update your inventory when an order is placed. In addition to the lookup field, you'll notice I've added some other fields to further automate this form. The limit calculation field ensures that the customer can never order more than you have in stock. That number appears in the help text of the quantity field, so customers can make informed purchases. This lookup field ensures that out-of-stock products aren't listed as options. And this calculation field calculates the total amount of inventory in stock. If we go into the Workflow tab and then open the Public Links section, we'll see that calculation is used to disable the form when all items are sold out. That's all we're going to cover in this video, but if you're unsure of how to apply quantity limits to your specific use case, you can find more information in our user guides, and you can always reach out to us directly by submitting a support request.